Customer experience is the new battleground for competitive advantage. But with every company focused on customer experience, how can you stand out? Former GE CEO, the late Jack Welch, perhaps said it best. There are only two sources of competitive advantage: the ability to learn more about your customers faster than your competition, and the ability to turn that learning into action faster than the competition. Competitive advantage then must come from either knowledge or agility in business. One of the ways to do this is through InfoSense. InfoSense is the ability to utilize data to really understand customers as people and personalize their service. Coined by Trend Watching, this sixth sense capability will enable companies to learn more about their customers in real time. Companies who embrace InfoSense can provide customers with exactly what they need right when they need it. This concept isn't new. To demonstrate this, let me share a story from the early 1980s. The year is 1981, the same year the space shuttle rocketed for the first time. A few weeks after that launch, a 16-year-old named Michael, then a high school student, took a summer job selling newspaper subscriptions for the Houston Post. The Houston Post was the evening newspaper. Michael started his new job as a salesman. He was given a basic piece of technology, the telephone. As for data, the newspaper gave its salespeople a list of new phone numbers issued by the telephone company. Michael was instructed to smile and dial, effectively cold calling prospective customers. Michael soon realized two common threads. New subscribers tended to be people who either had just moved into new homes or had just married. Armed with this realization, Michael hired two high school friends to go around the city and find as many people getting new mortgages and uncover couples who were just getting married. He then created a personalized letter to these prospects. The letter congratulated them for their new home or new marriage and spoke to the benefits of subscribing to the Houston Post. The result? That summer, Michael sold thousands of subscriptions. He earned $18,000 that summer in commissions and became the highest paid salesperson at the paper. To put that in perspective, $18,000 was more than his high school economics teacher made the entire year. Why did this work so well? Michael had uncovered a key insight. He had spent time understanding his customer and their needs, and by knowing more, Michael was able to eliminate the guesswork, and knowing his prospect would likely convert, spend more time connecting with them on a personal level. 2 years later, Michael would head off to the University of Texas. During his second year in his dorm room, Michael would start a company focused on creating custom-built PCs. That Michael was Michael Dell, and that company, Dell Computers. The lesson that Michael learned is even truer today than it was back in 1981. Technology has paved the way for every company to learn more about their customers and build deeper relationships. I call this concept a blue goldfish. To understand why blue, we must go all the way back to the 10th century. King Harald Gormson ruled Denmark in the 10th century. The medieval king was notorious for uniting all of Scandinavia and converting the Danes to Christianity. Legend has it that Harald sported a nasty dead tooth that had turned blue over time, earning him the nickname Bluetooth. Fast forward to 1996, and a consortium of companies, including Ericsson and Nokia, came together to create a new short-range wireless standards. The three companies had all been working on their own solutions and faced a challenge with naming the new standard. A step to solve this came in 1997 when two of the engineers were in Toronto for a conference. They got together for a night of drinking. Intel's Jim Kardach met up with Ericsson engineer Sven Madison. Kardach had been working on a program called Business RF, and Madison had worked on something similar called MC Links. Over the course of the evening, the discussion turned to history. Madison had just read a book called The Longships. The book chronicled the travels of warriors serving King Harold Gormison. Upon learning about the nickname Bluetooth, Kardach perked up. It occurred to him that this would make a good code name for the program. Kardach went on to pitch the idea to others in the group, and after much debate and no consensus, the group decided Bluetooth would be a placeholder. Later they agreed that the IBM's idea for it, PAN, for personal area networking, would be the standard, but it turned out PAN had some IP challenges. Again, Bluetooth became the working name until marketing decided on a different one. It never happened. Bluetooth became the final. King Harold would have been proud that his 10th century nickname would become a 21st century fixture. His mark also appears on the iconic Bluetooth symbol, which is the Nordic letters of H and B combined into a bind rune. Drop the mark on a blue background and you have the familiar Bluetooth logo seen on millions of devices all around the world, all because of a good king and his bad tooth. Blue highlights convergence. Just as Bluetooth was the result of a consortium, in our case, convergent represents big data and little data coming together to deliver trends and personalized insights. Customers expect faster response times, shorter wait times, more value, and lower cost. The companies who figure out how to serve this modern customer will thrive. Blue Goldfish highlights those companies by doing the former, using technology, data, and analytics to improve the customer experience. Technology brought us these increasing expectations, and it's the only thing that can save us. In the Blue Goldfish project, I looked at over 300 examples of how companies leverage technology, data, and analytics. It's clear to me that there was 8 different ways that this could be done, and they are grouped into 3 main categories. The 3 R's of relationship, responsiveness, and readiness. An example of relationship is personalization. Personalization is about combining big data with little data to provide customers with products and services that meet their individual needs. A case study for personalization is Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix leverages an understanding of a customer's budget, taste, lifestyle, and ongoing feedback to deliver a monthly selection of unique clothes and accessories. An example of the Blue Goldfish of responsiveness is waiting. Waiting is about using technology to shorten wait times or make them pass more quickly. A case study for this comes from Starbucks. Order your coffee online in advance, and Starbucks will have your coffee waiting for you when you arrive. An example of the Blue Goldfish of readiness is location-aware convenience. Location-aware convenience is about collecting information about the location of customers and then providing them with a customized and personalized experience. A great example of this comes from Tesla. Tesla calculates how far you can drive based on your current charge, your current location, and your proximity to a charging station. In summary, Blue Goldfish companies use personal data to empower their customers. By doing so, they have an opportunity to create transformative change. Using data to really understand customers as people and personalizing their service. because the more you know, the faster you can respond, and the ability to anticipate allows you to create meaningful differentiation for the customers you serve.